Steve, have you seen today's paper?
No. No, sir.
Well, it's not good. There are only 2 vowels in the word target game, and the middle letter is X.
Sir, I think you wanted to talk to me about the budget.
Oh, yes, that's right. The PM's phone card bill just hit 100 grand, and the government are going to be looking for ways to cut costs. Oh, they reckon they'll be able to make it up by pressing George Bush for all those reverse charges and selling the other half of Tasmania to the Japanese, but in reality they'll be cutting a lot of expenditures, and they're looking at scrapping all funding for private schools.
Ouch!
Indeed. That's why I wanted to talk to you. You've managed to spend 18 months worth of the design department budget in just half a term.
Well, yes. Well...
Poxy, toxy, moxy...
See, the thing is, we've had a lot of equipment failures this term.
As in?
Well, a couple of our circ saws broke down. A disc sander went. The big bandsaw was on its last legs. One of our drill bit sets was just too blunt to use. And 2 of the bench drills needed new motors.
Steve, that's 7 pieces of equipment. How do you go through 7 pieces of equipment in just 4.5 weeks?
Well, maybe a few of my students are a bit ambitious with some of the equipment. Like Sally Guilford. She's sometimes a little reckless with the machinery.
Well, which piece of equipment did she break?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, the circ saws. One got stuck in this beam that she was cutting and fried the motor.
How thick was the beam?
About 5 inches.
Well, that's not too bad.
It was stainless steel.
Oh my. What about the other circ saw?
Well, she buggered that one up trying to cut the first one out of her steel beam.
I see. What about the bandsaw?
Well, see, she was cutting this sheet of MDF when the band broke, and she panicked, she didn't shut it off, and the band got caught up and blew the motor.
Only a motor? What did you need a whole new bandsaw for then?
Well, we didn't. Except, Sally was feeling really guilty about busting up the saw, so she begged me to let her fix the machine. I figured if I did, that'd be a motor that we wouldn't have to fork out for, so I let her.
And?
The replacement motor was the wrong wattage. When we plugged the saw in, the motor exploded and burnt the whole saw down.
Was this last week?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was wondering why we had 2 fire drills last week.
The other one wasn't a drill either.
Here we go.
She was drilling this hole in the concrete slab for light fitting, and she wore down the bit.
I know how this one ends. The drill with the dull bit got jammed, the motor exploded and set off the fire alarms.
Well, the motor did fail, but it didn't set off the fire alarms.
Really?
Yeah, when she decided to sharpen the bit on the disc sander, and the sparks from it ignited the scrap timber box, that's when the fire alarms went off.
Okay. What about the other drill? Why did it need a new motor?
Where do you think she got the replacement motor for the bandsaw?
So how come you aren't getting her parents to pay for the equipment?
Well, see, she wasn't exactly under proper supervision when the accidents occurred, which makes us legally liable.
You mean you legally liable? Listen, Steve, we can't afford to spend any more money in your department for the next 2 years because of this girl. So if you want funding, you're going to have to get it yourself.
But, sir...
Look, Steve, you're a good techniques teacher. Is epoxy a word?
The doc did all he could, son. I'm sorry.
Nah, she can't be dead. We got her out in time before the napalm hit. She's just fooling around or something. Stop playing games, bitch! Stop it! Stop it! It ain't funny!
Cut. Tim, you're supposed to break down in tears.
I know that, Bazza, but I can't.
Can't?
Yeah, I just can't bring myself to, start crying.
Oh, that's wonderful. Your one true love has just been blown up, and you don't find that sad enough to cry about. That's just wonderful.
Nah, it's not that, it's just... I can't just start crying, you know?
Alright. Look, I got a friend who can give me some stuff that'll help us out.
Stuff? What stuff?
Never mind. I'll just see what the guy's got.
Hey Baz, I'm gonna need you to get some of those stunt scenes done soon. The kind of editing that you want me to do takes a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, righto, Ted. Listen, you guys, can you make it back here lunchtime tomorrow? I'm gonna want to try this scene again.
What? You want me to get made up with all this crap all over again?
It's just fake blood, Rons. Washes right off.
Yeah, but I look like totally disgusting. I mean, what if somebody came in and saw me?
Yeah, like me.
I said, what if somebody came in? I mean, everybody would be talking and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. There's already this rumour going around that you sucked on Tim's tongue too hard and that it exploded.
Yeah, look, fine. Ed, why don't you go get to work on that nuclear mace ball scene? The rest of you, here, tomorrow.
G'day, Mr. C. Bazza just wanted to know if he could have some of those old sheets of MDF to make a bunker out of.
Sorry, Dan. I have to say no. We can't afford it.
Ah, money hassles, eh? What happened? Did your old lady have another facelift?
Nah. Just Ferguson cutting off all funding to the technics department.
Jesus, why's he doing that?
Because of all the equipment that Sally Guilford has broken. It's chewed up our budget for the next 2 years.
Because of Sal? Are you kidding? Why don't you squeeze her folks for the money? They're loaded.
Well, there's this whole legal responsibility thing.
Look, Mr. C, I've never met him, but from what I heard, her parents are so dumb they wouldn't even know about legal technicality stuff. You could get them to fork out before you even told them your name.
Really?
Hello? Anybody? Little help? Hello?
Well, that's it. If those buggers think they can screw with us like that, they've got another thing coming.
Something wrong, dear?
I'll say there's something wrong. The bloody management shafted us again, so the whole crew's gone on strike. What the hell do they think they're playing at? When my old man was with the water board, he did his 10 hours a day and came home with his 2 bob, and no one ever tried this kind of bullshit on him. Bloody Howard government, that's what's wrong with the country today. I'll tell you that now. What the hell's the boy turning up the volume on that bloody lipstick ad for? I told you, Donna, the boy's going fruity.